What's up, guys? I'm Chris Puckett, and I'm joined by Revin today.
Just like old times, man.
Yeah, I missed you. And we even went with the classic pro scrims lower third for you. But today, we got qualifier matches. We had 4 online qualifiers to see which 4 teams would join our top 8 from Dallas in the Anaheim Championship bracket. So far, teams like Impulse, Termination, and Unite Gaming have earned their spot. Tonight, we crowned the final spot. 3 teams left in this one. We got Quantic Gaming facing off against Thrust in our semifinal. Prime example, they got a bye, so they're waiting on the winner of this first game, and we're kicking off the best of 5 right now. Thrust, Quantic Gaming in 3, 2, 1. I'm on board with Mr. Thrust Harry Lake, a.k.a. Gucci. You saw him play with Hex P at the MLG Dallas event, and honestly, Gucci is one of my favorite players to watch because he's not afraid to play with a new loadout, something outside the box.
You know, I liked what he did off the start right there. Immediately throwing that smoke grenade over towards the L wall. I would have liked to see him get it a bit more towards the statue in the middle of the street, obstructing the view of the AR players from Quantic. But it looks like they're doing just fine off the start as they just took control of the middle hardpoint. And Harry Leg going right for that wood control, which is so important.
Gucci doing everything there. Gets the 200-point bonus. He's at 300. Needs about 4 more kills to get himself a Hellstorm missile, or maybe just some big kills inside the hardpoint. Either way, 30 seconds left on this hardpoint, and Revin, we got to look at this mini-map. There's great cover, all angles being watched here by our Thrust squad.
Yep, and now 15 seconds remaining in the current hardpoint. You see Harry, like, he gets his streaks, full streaks right there. His vengeance challenges, but he's not done just yet. Sensor, he's going to take him out, but the damage has been done. Now 5 seconds remaining. These teams, it's all about the rotation right now. They're going to be rotating over to the warehouse, and as you see, they're already blue arrows set up over near the gas station.
All right, so our Thrust squad is set up first. Harry Leg's going to watch the back alley. Doesn't see any pressure there. Now pushing to wood. There is a player behind the head glitch, also coming from wood 1. He's taken down, but secretly is inside the hill. And last time we watched this Thrust squad, secretly was dropping most kills in the hard points. He also went huge in search and destroy. What can you tell me about this guy? Because he's relatively new. At least I haven't seen a whole lot from him.
Usually he's an aggressive SMG player, but he's using the assault rifle right now. I mean, look at his roster. He's got Chino, Gucci, and Tipsy, so it looks like Gucci and Tipsy are providing the SMG work and secretly just taking out the AR, but they've been controlling this hill pretty well. They have around a 20-point lead, but there you go. Quantic Sensor, he's going to move into the hardpoint. Secretly, peeks up, and he's going to get taken out by Sensor, who now he's got his own score streaks to work with.
Wow, so Sensor going on a bit of a run. He must have done a bunch of hill jump in there to earn himself full streaks because he's only on a 2-kill spree. Also, those streaks could have been from his last life, but it looks like he is getting pretty close to another Hellstorm, taking some shots in the back. He's going to get help from Vengeance, and now Sensor's going to be able to make a push on the blue setup, takes out one of the anchors. It's just 2 left alive secretly in the hill, and Sensor's about to attack.
Yeah, that was the most important kill there, taking out the player over near Hay, finds one more near the hard point. There goes Tipsy, as now Sensor trying to make the intro kill, sees him at the bedroom. He's going to pick up the kill there on secretly, and there you go. He's going to start doubling up on his streaks, and as one more player challenging, looks like he's got a shotgun here. Nice kill as Quantic. They're looking to climb back into this one, but Thrust, they're still putting a lot of pressure on this hard point. Sensor gets taken out. It's up to Vengeance to defend himself.
All right, so good stuff here from Sensor and Vengeance to take over blue control. Both winning some big battles inside the hard point. And what is this score streak that Vengeance is going for?
You know, I think it's the Warthog.
Wow.
I used this score streak a couple times in public matches. I don't think I've ever gotten a kill with it, so it's an interesting choice. Maybe it's a bit more useful and competitive.
In hardpoint, it can be brutal. I get torn up by this thing.
You actually die by this
thing?
thing?
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying too hard to rotate, if you're trying too hard to get into a hardpoint, that thing sweeps over the sky, and it'll just rip you apart if you're not in cover. Worst case scenario, you don't get any kills, but you slow down your opponents, forcing them to take cover.
All right, it seems like a good alternative to the stealth chopper, whereas, you know, the other team can shoot this down. I don't think it's going to be a bit harder to take down the Warthog, but Vengeance trying to make some intricate kills as Thrust. They're currently set up inside the hardpoint, and this is where they shine when it's these close-range engagements. Vengeance, he gets shut down, but he's still got that Hellstorm and Lightning to work with. Hardpoint, it's going to rotate in around 20 seconds, but Quantic, they really want this time.
Yeah, Assassin trying to break in. You see he's working with Sensor now. Everyone pushing forward through that left door, but the shutdown is coming from Secretly and Tipsy. They're just locking down this store, and Thrust now up by about 45 seconds and counting. 4 seconds left on this hard point. They already have Gucci inside the new hard point. He's got a two-piece setup, only gets one. We're going back to secretly. He's going to be working on his streaks and look for a trophy system to come out and protect him against grenades. There it is up top. Secretly, he's going to look to camp the house for a bit.
Yeah, it looks like Gucci there using his Hellstorm not to clear him off the hard point, but Quantic actually used the sentry gun there on top Grandma, so the Hellstorm missile cleared out the sentry and actually got a kill. Hellstorm missile incoming for Quantic. Only going to find one player there, taking out Harry Leg, who is also Gucci. That's a bit of a weird gamer tag, but nonetheless, secretly, he's doing work here in top wood as Thrust dominate the kill feed as they're going to be controlling the middle hard point, and they take a 55-point lead here, Puckett.
All right, well, if you've ever seen Gucci, you'll know that he actually has fiercely hairy legs. Chino, I want to point out, he's also working on his streaks while secretly is doing his work inside the house. Thrust, they weren't playing too aggressive in this middle hard point, but it seems that Quantic just was unable to break their setup. And you see the score now, a 60-second differential. They gained about 20 more seconds in the middle. Tipsy was in there milking the last seconds. Now he's rotating, and all the Quantic players are coming from gas. He and Harry Lake need to go off here, and secretly is actually doing it all himself. He's on a 6-kill streak. Going for the knife for 7. Both players out of ammo here. And this is getting ridiculous. Thank you, Assassin, for winning that battle. He's not going to win another one, though, as he will be taken down by Gucci. And Tipsy, now the last member alive here for Thrust, is going to have to contest by himself. Teammate now challenging from the top. And Tipsy's going to need a little bit of help here, but everything is looking good for Thrust. They now have almost double their opponent's score rate.
Yeah, so on that middle hard point, I know we're at Warehouse right now. I'm doing a great job up close, but on that middle hard point, they never gave up wood control right there. They're set up in top wood. You saw secretly, didn't die once in top wood, picked up a couple kills. Now he's got some scores he can work with. As Thrust, they're going to get the rest of this time, and then we're going to be rotating over to Grandma's Hill. And I got to say, even though Quantic is there and they're set up on this hard point, that's probably Thrust's favorite hardpoint to control on this map because it's all close quarters combat over here.
I was going to ask, why do you think they're so good on this hardpoint? We actually saw Sensor and Vengeance cause some problems for them last time, but last time these guys were on pro scrims, it seems they got all 60 seconds every time it went to blue.
Yeah, it seems like the problem for Quantic right now is that, you know, they have some machine guns which are pretty good close range, but, you know, let's say someone from Thrust brings out a shotgun or a lightning strike. Tipsy picking up 3 right there, following up with the Hellstorm, finds their spawn, knows that they're going to be able to get a good 10 seconds before they even come close to the hard point. But Thrust, they're just doing work up close. Tipsy, he's on a pretty good spree right now. He's on 5 kills in a row.
Oh.
Can't make it 6. Assassin taking out that shotgun, but take a look at the score, Puckett. Thrust.
100-point lead, man.
It's going to be tough to overcome.
Oh, my goodness. Thrust just going off. We'll take a look at our scoreboard after this next death. Currently, though, Gucci inside the hard point. 15 seconds left. Only one player from Quantic is contesting. And at the end of this hard point, they should be at 220. Big kill, actually, there by Sensor. He's cleaned up as well. But here are your stats. Sensor, not even close to positive. Mutation, though, having the rough game. The fill-in for this tournament, sitting at 8-23. On the other side, everything looking good in the slaying column. Tipsy at 30-15. Gucci at 22-17. And Gucci's 7 defends are the key stat there for Thrust. They're about just 25 seconds away. I think game number 1 is all locked up at this point.
Yeah, Thrust is looking really good. Now, something to take note of is that these guys aren't going to Anaheim together, so they're playing for the money right now. If they get the seed, then it's going to go to 2 of the players. I don't think that Secretly is going to Anaheim, and I'm not sure if Tipsy is either, or Tipsy's going with FUF, I believe.
Oh, wow.
I want to say.
But I don't understand it, man. I know there's financial problems. Sometimes your sponsor falls through. I think that was the case for this Thrust team, but these guys are so good together. I loved watching HexP at the last tournament when they were playing under that name. And now I just wish we would see them in Anaheim as a crew. Maybe have to wait for the 3rd event of the season. But for the time being, they are giving it to Quantic and are making their way towards the finals with a game number 1 victory, 250-104.
Well done.
Pretty convincing.
Making it look easy.
Look at Tipsy, 34-15, 5 captures, 2 defends. And really, if you look at the defense column, that's what you want to watch on Hardpoint. Quantic, they didn't have that many. Thrust, they had a lot. So that's the story in that game. And they take the first map, 146 points.
Oh, man. So, Thrust up 1-0. It is a best of 5. We'll be back with game number 2. Search and Destroy is coming up next.